Hi everyone, my name is Emily Teacher, and today we're going to read Lady Liberty. The Statue of Liberty is a symbol of freedom to people all over the world. Since 1886, it has welcomed immigrants who sail into New York Harbor to begin a new life in the United States. Like many of them, Lady Liberty, as the statue is affectionately known, had to overcome some difficulties before reaching these shores. So, this story here is all about the Statue of Liberty. The statue was a gift from the people of France to the people of the United States. It was given in honor of the friendship between the two countries and the 100th anniversary of the American Revolution. But before the statue could be put in place, the people of the United States had to provide a pedestal for it at a cost of $100,000. That turned out to be no easy task. A fundraising drive was launched and ran into immediate difficulties. Newspapers across the United States ridiculed the effort. They argued that because the French were sending over the statue, they should be the ones to pay the extra costs involved for the base. So, when the Statue of Liberty got its start, it was a gift from the people of France, right? It was the representing the friendship between France and the United States, but also it was on the 100th anniversary of the American Revolution. But of course, before the statue could come, there needed to be a place for it to stand. And because it was so big, they had to build this giant pedestal, this base for the statue that would cost $100,000, which, especially at that time, was a lot of money. So they were trying to raise money for it in the United States, but people were angry and upset. They figured the French gave the statue as a gift, so the French should pay for the base. Let's find out what happened. Despite this opposition, the effort to raise money continued. A 40-foot high section of the right arm, with the hand clasping the torch of liberty, was sent to the United States. It was displayed at the 1876 Philadelphia exhibition, marking the 100th birthday of the United States. Visitors paid 50 cents to climb onto the balcony surrounding the torch. Many other fundraising events were also held. But even after several years, contributions fell far short of the total needed. The future of the entire project seemed in doubt. Not until a newspaper appeal promised to print donors' names was the necessary money raised. So they kept trying to raise money. The arm that holds the torch was sent to America. So they displayed it and let people pay money to climb up it and stand around the fire. And a lot of other fundraising events were held. So they raised some money. And finally, they were able to raise the rest of the money because the newspaper said they would print the donors' names with the money raised, right? So if you gave money, if you donated money, your name would be written in the newspaper. So then people got the money that they needed to build this base. With the success of the project assured, the rest of the statue was finally shipped from France. It arrived in pieces, packed in over 200 wooden crates. The work of assembling it proceeded without further delay. A public holiday was declared on October 28, 1886, when the Statue of Liberty was last unveiled. It was one of the largest gatherings ever in New York City. The island where the statue stands is called Liberty Island. It is reached by a short ferry ride from Lower Manhattan. At just over 305 feet, the statue was the tallest structure in New York City. Though it is now dwarfed by the lofty skyscrapers of Manhattan, at the time it was the most conspicuous landmark in the city. So, October 28th, 1886 was declared a national holiday. So, everybody didn't have to go to work and they were able to go and see the unveiling of the Statue of Liberty. And it is not the tallest thing in New York anymore, but at the time it was. In the 1880s, people seeking a better life were flooding into the United States. They arrived at the rate of 1 million a year. Many of them came from Russia and Eastern Europe. They had been cruelly persecuted by their governments and were fleeing to safety. Others were escaping the poverty of their native lands in search for a more prosperous life in America. So the people who came to America from their countries, they were treated badly by their governments. So they were looking for one they would like better. The museum at the base of the statue contains a bronze tablet placed there in 1903. On it is a poem written 20 years earlier by Emma Lazarus, whose own family had fled Russia. The poem has captured the imagination of the American people and has become forever associated with the Statue of Liberty. It ends with these eloquent lines. So the writer must really enjoy this poem to call the lines eloquent. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore, send these, the homeless, tempest tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. All right, so that's all about the Statue of Liberty. Thank you for reading with me today. We do have links related to each article. If you want the link for this story, you can find it down in the description below.